elimination game with their backs against the wall. Victor Wembanyama wills his team to a lead at half, 60-53, knocked down 4 threes in that first half, on his way to 22 points. Let's get into our Game You Can Trust presented by American Express. Compare Wemby from all of Game 5 to just the first half of tonight. Mitch Johnson said he's got to shoot it more than 15 times. Check, he shot at 16. He's got to score more than 20 points. Check, check, he's got 22 points in the first half, which is exactly how many points he had in Game 4 when the Spurs went on to get the victory. We are back here courtside. Maria Taylor, the Hall of Famers, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. Let's get right back into it. Victor Wembanyama in the first half showing everything that you demanded of him in the pregame show.
Yes, we also said he must be aggressive and set the tone and get in the paint, and he did just that. When he caught the ball, it was zero hesitation right here. That was in rhythm. I know we wanted him to get in paint, but it's in rhythm. It wasn't zero hesitation. Here, 5 guys are looking at you. Let's not settle. Get into the paint. They take it away, but you know what? He has the ability to shoot that fadeaway. He was working on it before the game. Here's another one. Okay, I'm feeling good. Now this is the heat check, 26 feet. You see it from there. Step back, fadeaway. Nothing but buckets. Now, the one thing I'm not liking, later on in the second quarter, he's now catching. Doesn't see any driving lanes, and he's just pulling up. I think he needs to make his decision quick, fast, in a hurry, get to it or get off of it.
Well, I think the team, San Antonio, has to do a better job of closing out quarters. I thought they did a poorly job of closing out that quarter, allowing OKC to gain some momentum late in that second quarter. They're pushing into the second half. I didn't like the energy and the shot selection by San Antonio late in the second quarter.
Talk about another 15-point, kind of head start that OKC gave San Antonio. San Antonio looked like the more engaged team to me early on. They looked like the more aggressive team early on. Wemby came out, he did exactly what we wanted him to do. He dominated in that first half. He started settling a little bit, but he was trying to figure it out, but he dominated. That's what we asked for. And I think third quarter, Wemby had to do more. I know it seemed like we putting a lot on Wemby, but listen, this is Game 6, and this is on Wemby's shoulder today in order for San Antonio to win this game.
I will say this, his supporting cast is showing up and showing out. Remember Dylan Harper, only 3 made field goals over the last 2 games. He's already got 5 so far in this game, and after the first one, he just said thank you to the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco. But he's been playing well so far in this first half.
Yeah, well, Dylan, he needed this game. He's been battling the abductor injury. He looked sharp today. He looked like he's moving today. He's knocking the shot down. You can see he gave the prayers hands up to the Salesian Sisters out there for that shot. He looked comfortable. He looked confident the way that he's been looking all season long.
As a big guard getting into the paint, taking advantage of his height and his ability to score in there. He looks athletic, but anytime he sees a smaller guard, he is getting there, creating the contact first and scoring in the paint.
They got to play with desperation. Come out the first 6 minutes, they got to hit first and they got to hit last.
All right, let's talk about OKC on the flip side of this. What do you see not going well for them throughout that first half?
Well, they're shading their defense to other guys, and that one guy is Lou Dort, which is they're allowing him to get those wide open looks because they are compacting the paint and making Shea get off the ball a little bit. Lou Dort right now from 3 is 1 for 5. So if they're gonna shade their defense towards him, he's gonna have to knock down some shots.
He said it, he took it, but at the same time, their bench, 21 points, still holding it down for him. But there again, they're betting on, yes, we're going to make things tough for Shea. Lou Dort, if you have a night, you have a night, but they cannot allow Shea to get it going because we've seen when he does that, he's a difference maker.
Well, meanwhile, OKC, they have the veteran leadership that has been here before. That is one thing that Isaiah Hartenstein said. We never blink because we know that we can handle all the challenges that are coming our way. Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just 10 points in that first half. So I'm more than sure that OKC will expect more for the 2-time MVP in the second. Off that NBA dynasty crown and put it on their heads. Maria Taylor, courtside here with the Hall of Famers. Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady.
Yes, Game 6, baby!
Let's get into it. Hey, I want you guys to just mention, we saw Victor Wembanyama warming up. You felt what was different coming into this warm-up versus Game 5?
His bounce, his energy, his focus. You saw it from the walk-in the tunnel. He looked focused. He looked still. He looked like he's ready to go tonight. He looked like he's ready to perform in front of this crowd.
All right, well, let's get into it. Wemby and the paint points, something that Tracy McGrady has been tracking. Game 1, he had 26 paint points. After that, it's been 10, 10, 14, and just 8 paint points in Game 5. You didn't love that, so tell me what you're looking at.
No, so I'm looking for Wemby to attack and to add some nastiness tonight. Right here, This is when OKC defense sets up, they are elite. And this is what's causing problems, right? I would want him to attack right away. Do not let these guys have 10 eyes on you. Here, there's 3 guys right there, and Wemby is not strong enough to be in the teeth of the defense, so he has to back it up and play on the perimeter. We don't want Wemby on the perimeter. We want Wemby inside that blue area right there where he dominates all the time. Just an ill-advised shot, off-balance shot. We don't want that for Wemby. Again, at the top of the key. I don't mind this shot because the defense is back, so I would want him to take this shot, but in rhythm when he has it going, not when he's struggling from the floor. Again, right here, wide open lane, get in there in the teeth of the defense, make the right play. I like this right here because he read the defense and he's in the paint. 2 points, throw it up to the top. Nobody could get up there. Right here, again, he attacked right away. He didn't let the defense set up. He gets into the paint. He makes the right read for a corner 3 right there. That's what we want to see out of Wemby tonight. We want him to attack right away, not let the defense set up because they are elite when they set up.
Yeah, that's been the huge difference. I mean, you can almost see it right there. And even if you compare Victor Wembanyama and Gilgeous-Alexander, whichever star so far has scored more, that team has won. When they tied in Game 3, it went to OKC. Part of that is because of what their bench has proven they are capable of doing. And one of those guys is Jared McCain. Yes, came off the bench, 24 points in Game 3, but then he had to get the start because J-Dub has been out the last 3 games, and he has just been a spark plug for OKC.
He has been a spark plug, and that's what we said. Who is going to step up for Shea and give him some more scoring? Well, Jared McCain said, I got you, my boy. And you see here, he's always in attack mode. Here's a guy who's very capable of playing in the paint, playing in the pick and roll, and you can see here he could draw a foul and find a way to get the N1, but he gets in the paint with confidence. Here's another one. He understands. The double team, well now triple team, 3 guys in the paint watching Shea. Let me just get over, and we've already seen Game 3. He took 21 shots, 10 threes. He's not afraid to shoot the ball. He's going to shoot it because he's in rhythm. Here's another one. A quick play to take away the play to Chet. It's not there. Give him the rock. I know what to do with it. He gets in the paint, little push off, gets to his shot. He was already in rhythm. McCain's ability to shoot the ball, his ability to get in the paint, to be a little guard. He's fearless, and that takes some pressure off of Shea. He understood. Shea gets in the paint, I have 3. Where's my little fella? He's coming around, and he's letting it fly. So it opened up the floor for Shea to be Shea in the second half.
Yeah, Mark Dagno says, I don't take that toughness for granted, okay? One thing he's got is that, and so does the whole bench for OKC, Melo.
Man, okay, this has been a story of the whole series, OKC's bench.
Yeah.
They've been outplaying San Antonio. They've been really, sticking to their script, sticking to what they were supposed to do, and they're bench scoring. I mean, I looked up. They had let's get to Caruso first. 85 total points in this series. 41, 17, 15, 0, and 22 in 5 games. So when you talk about the bench, and Caruso's been leading that bench, but then you throw in Williams right here for the 3. Then you throw in McCain and what he's doing. Then you throw in Isaiah Joe, and then you throw in, Wiggins, and then you throw in
Jay Will,
like the other Jay Will. They come at you in waves and waves and waves. So what that bench has been able to do, if they can sustain that and give you something like that tonight on this game, Shea will do what he got to do, and I'm going to say Chet is going to do what he got to do tonight.
Yeah, you didn't even mention Chet.
We've been talking about him for the last 5 games.
And Chet Holmgren is coming off his first double-double of the series.
Absolutely.
We got to talk to him after the game. He said he's been watching. He knew he had to be a little bit more aggressive, but he finally kind of had a breakthrough moment, it feels like, in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think it was just a confidence booster for him, right? Just building over this series. He didn't look like the same player in this series than he did last series playing against the Lakers. Rightfully so. You got big, tall alien down there that you're going up against, trying to figure out. That is a very tall task for anybody. But I think over this 4 or 5 game span, Chet has really gained his confidence. He's played well last game. I think he's going to have another great game tonight. But it's just about being confident, right? You know this guy can play. But he kind of lost his confidence and was deferring a little bit too much for me. So I think Chet, we're going to see the Chet that we've seen all regular season, that we've seen against the Lakers, and he's going to have a phenomenal game.
And when you lose your confidence, you want to see your first couple of shots go in, which builds your confidence. And he did not settle from the three-point line. They were below the free throw line or in the paint. You see on the post, he got to the fadeaway. On the other side, he attacked the rim. Wemby tried to block it, it goes in. You see the ball go in, that changes your confidence and how you approach the game from there. If not, typically we know when shoulders drop, head goes down, Now you're trying to find your way. He did not do that. 2 shots go in, the game was different, and it gave them a third score, which they needed desperately.
All right, well, our third, fourth, and fifth score, they'll be calling the game for us. They've been with us the entire time. Mike Tirico, Jamal Crawford, and Reggie Miller. I hear you guys want to talk the X factors in this game, Sis.
We just want to keep the conversation going because Vince was just talking about Chet Holmgren, and we were talking about, okay, who are the other guys? Because we know the focus is on Shea and on Wemby, and we asked you guys to pick another guy who's key tonight. You were going the same place that Vince was.
I love where my Hall of Famer's head is at because Chet double-double. They're 3-0 in this postseason when he plays like that. And what I loved about that, Jamal, he was so intentionally ready to play that ball game. In recent games in this series, when the ball has been swung to him, pump fake, and he was swinging away. Be aggressive. You're the second